Okay, right. So we've looked at adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. We're going to look at some formatting. Yes, we're going to look at formatting. So putting in lines, creating columns and rows, inserting columns and rows. And you can see what the task really is. I want you to make this look like this. Yes. So we're going to have to flick, if you like, between, sheets. So let's create a new. Let's go to a new sheet. Let's take this information from here. And so what we do is you can just highlight everything, right click, copy, and let's go to a new sheet and let's just paste this information. So if you like, yes, we do need to sort of flick between pages to sort of see where we're sort of going with this information. So you can see, first of all, the first thing is we have a row inserted here, between these two, and then we have a column inserted here. So if we go back to our sheet, we have a row inserted here, and then we had a column inserted there. So let's go back again, and then we can see that we have, we have this sort of border around the very bottom figures, and then we have borders around the first, third, fifth, 6, 7, 8, first, 1, 3, 5, and 8th. 1, 3, 5, and 8th. So we can just remember that. You can flick between, while you practice. So we have borders like 1. So we go here. Where am I going? I go here. Yeah, over here. And we have, you pick one of these, this outside, thin outside borders. 1, 3, 5, and this. And then we had one around here as well. Yeah. And then let's go back again and see how close we are. We could, what I'll do is I'll insert a column there, and I can insert, something here. So you can actually see what we're trying to do. And I go back here again. And then we had a line sort of underneath 25, 2, 3, 4, and 23. And what do? We have a line here with this. So what I do, I just right click, just highlight this, and then you go here again, and you can see the bottom border. Click on that. So really, it's practice in messing around with this button here, So yeah, finish this off. Let's go back to formatting 1, and you can see you really can make little changes and little things, by putting different sides to this border. So that's what this exercise really is in. Let's look at formatting 2. Formatting 2, this time, what am I asking you to do? I want you to make this look like this. I don't think we need to move anything here. We can just actually play with this. And this is to do with the colors, which we have played with briefly. And what they're asking you to do here is to sort of highlight this and just click on this and make all of this yellow. And click on the first things here and change this from yellow to black. Yeah. And then do the same thing for this and turn this to black as well. And then with the numbers here, we come here and we come to this one and we can turn the numbers black. So this is the lettering and this is the actual spacing. And you can see here we have some things that we've underlined, and you can go to here and you click on underline, and that does that for you. So that's just all formatting. This is all formatting and being comfortable with how to use these, use these buttons up here, and this, and making things bold and italics. There's some italic work to do here, and then you can see if we 45, 34, everything here. Yes, you can press italics, and that just turns. Yes, and there's formatting, of course. A range of, so spend some time with that. We've done this. We've already played around with this. This says format the numbers to 1 decimal place. So what you do is left click, highlight everything, right click, go to format cells. Go to number. It wants it in 1 decimal place. Click OK. That takes everything to 1 decimal place. Yes, and finally, what they're asking here, this could be a different, this is still formatting, but this is arranging information, and you need to know this to be able to arrange information alphabetically in ascending order or descending order, and filtering information. So for example, here we are, we have these results, says arrange the list of names alphabetically in ascending order. So these are the names of the students. Yes, and in alphabetical order. So what do we do? Well, we're trying, this thing says arrange the list of names alphabetically in ascending order. So these are the names. So what we do is we highlight the data we're interested in, and that's all the data. These are headings. So we go here where it says sort and filter. Now, if you just clicked on this A to Z, it will do it for you because it just picks the first column and does it according to the first column. But there is a better way to do this. And what we do here is you could go do descending order, it'll do that. So for example, let me just show you. That's done that. Can you see that? That's just changed. Yes. And you could click Z to A and it's done it the other way. Are you observing? But I actually think it's better. I'm just going to go back to the original format. To go here, custom sort. You see here. And what you're saying is you're actually telling it, you're directing. You can see these are highlighted, A, B, C, D here. You're telling it, this doesn't have a heading. That's why it's got column A. You're saying, okay, listen, let's sort column A, order A to Z, and you click OK, and it does it for you. Yeah. So rewind, look at that. That's how we would do it, you know, in ascending order. And you can see the point of this is because the next task says arrange the list according to the English marks in descending order. So it makes sense because when I go back to custom filter, it's saying what am I sorting it by? Well, it says English marks and it says in descending order, so from largest to smallest. So if I click OK, you can see now it arranges the marks in the order of the people who are scoring from the highest to the lowest. And then it says arrange the list according to the math marks in ascending order. I go back to sort, custom sort, and this time I'm interested in maths, and it wants it in ascending order, so from the smallest to the largest. And what do I have now? I have it going this way. So you can see the process is always to go back to custom sort, yes, and then choose how you wish to sort this. The final thing we're going to look at is here it says show only students with a distinction. So what we do here is we don't like suddenly delete this. What we do is we can filter this. Yes, oh actually, alright. So for this we need to highlight, if you like, the whole thing and go to what was referred to as a filter here. Yes, and you can see here with the filter, you know, when you click on that, you can see here by this, you can select what you want to see. Now everything is selected. So if I unclick pass and merit, it'll only show us the students with distinctions. Yes. So in music, so you know, I should really have put show us with a distinction in music. But that's fine. You can see I'm working on it. So this is the longest lecture, bear with me. But the key point here is you can see that we're able to sort and filter. Yes, and you can go through rewind this to make sure you're comfortable with those ideas, because you'll have to be able to do that for this paper. And that ends the series of these lectures. Yes, and we'll move on to the next level of Excel tasks, if you like, in the next set of lectures. Great stuff. Thank you. See you soon.